Man, today the sun is out and it looks much better than the other 2 days. Y'all, today we have another reaction video. If you are new here, don't forget to join the family by subscribing. We do reactions over here. I also have other crime videos on my channel. And you guys, if you are returning, I really appreciate you guys and I'm glad you're back again today. So y'all, let's get started on today's reaction.
Ladies, when I tell you always drive your own car, always get in your own car. Whenever possible, drive yourself. I don't give a damn if it's around the corner. When I was in my early 20s, I had a bad habit of feeling like when I go to the club, if I park somewhere far off or across the street or around the corner because I don't want to pay too much for parking, I used to feel like when I left the club, whatever guy was trying to talk to me or whoever I saw close enough that was parked in valet or in the VIP, they could just give me a ride back to my car. I would do this shit all the time until one day God taught me a lesson and taught me why I needed to stop doing it. So one day I was at Club Blue Flame. It was me and my homegirl Felicia, same Felicia from the other story I told. And that night it was this guy in there pretty much just trying to flirt the whole night. Like, we'll make eye contact, smile, just, it wasn't too much. It was just a simple exchange that, okay, you look cool, I look cool, whatever. So some way, somehow, Felicia ended up getting real sick. And it was so confusing because she was only drinking those Sutter Home little wine bottles. And she only had like one or two. We really didn't drink much. We weren't there that long. But some way my girl was real sick by the time we left the club. So we walked out the club and she pretty much had to sit down on the curb. So we sitting there and I'm just like, dang girl, like, did you drink something before we got here? Like, we just trying to figure out what's going on with her, because she literally like struggling to keep her head up, just alcohol poisoning essentially. So as we sitting there, the same dude and his homeboy come out and he see me and he like, what's up, what you doing? And I'm like, my homegirl not feeling that good, we probably about to go get something to eat. And so he like, oh well, we can all go together. And I'm like, yeah, we can. Just take me across the street to my car, because I was parked right across the street from the club. So he like, okay, cool. So we pile up in his car. It's me, Felicia, him, and his homeboy. And instead of just driving me straight across the street, he turns and stops at a gas station first. It's all still in the same vicinity. Like, I can see the parking lot where my car is from this gas station, but it's just the issue that instead of driving me straight to this car, he made a stop. So we drive over to the gas station, and in the meantime, I'm just checking on Felicia like, girl, are you good? Are you good? She in the back seat, head still hanging, just, my girl is going through it. So I'm like, give me your phone, like, you know, give me your keys, give me your phone. I put her stuff in my purse, and we just waiting on this dude to come back out the gas station. So when he comes out the gas station, he see another girl, I guess he know, at another pump. So he go over there and he talking to her. And like I said, Felicia, she's still in the back seat going through it, and the minutes is just passing by. And I'm a little tipsy too. Like I said, didn't drink much, but I'm buzzed. I'm under the influence. So I'm feeling a little offended and getting more irritable by the minute that he's outside talking to this girl. So I'm just like, what's up? Can you come on? And so he feeling good. He feeling himself. He got a car full of girls. He got a girl in his face. So he's just looking at me smiling like, yeah, just wait a minute. So I'm getting more irritated. And back then I was really a brat, really a princess. And I was just used to getting my way. And so as he's continuing on to talk to this girl, it might have realistically been 5, maybe 10 minutes. But like I said, if you've ever had a little drink, then you know your concept of time ain't exactly accurate. So as he out there talking to this girl, I'm becoming more and more increasingly frustrated. And it's a Voss bottle. I had been drinking Voss in the club, and the Voss bottles used to be made out of glass. So I reach over and pick up the Voss bottle and I throw it out the window. And my only intention was to throw it out the window so it would shatter and make a loud noise and get his attention and prompt him to come on back to his car so we can go. So when I threw it and it shattered, him and the girl just looked at me like, how is you cool? So he finally come get back in his car, and oh baby, he is livid, honey. He is smoking hot. And so I'm just like, dang, you just gonna sit out and talk to a girl in front of my face? And so he got a tight jaw, like he barely want to talk, and he just like, why would you do this shit? And I'm like, because I was telling you to come on. Like, I just wanted to get your attention. And he like, nah, why would you do this shit? Now, if I turn around and punch you in your face, if I sock you in your jaw, then you ain't gonna be saying nothing. And he was right. I ain't even say nothing. I ain't even say nothing after he said that. I was just mute. Like, you damn skippy, because I didn't know you was a woman beater. Like, I don't know you like it. I just wanted to get your attention. And like I said, I'm used to getting my way. So
Y'all, I was itching to say something because, baby, that was a little too much. You just meeting him. But where you went wrong was putting your friend in that position too. I know your friend, you know, got her own mind, but she was intoxicated, sick, whatever it was. She shouldn't have been in that car either. And by you getting in, your friend got in. And you put both of y'all put yourselves in awkward positions. Like, and oh boy, sound crazy. You definitely got off because he could have did anything to you. He could have did anything to your friend. They could have kept going. That's what I thought you was gonna say at first. That oh boy just kept going. But yeah, please. I'm glad you learned.
to me, it just wasn't that deep. But he instantly became hostile. And I'm just like, oh shit. And of course, when I'm quiet, he like, yeah, that's what I thought. You ain't saying shit now. So I'm sitting over there like, just pouting, like, nigga, whatever. Just get me across the motherfucking street to my car. Like, if you would have took me straight to my car, this wouldn't be going on anyways. Like, I'm not even supposed to be in this gas station. So I also used to have a bad habit of sitting my stuff in my lap when I would get into the car. So I put Felicia's stuff in my purse, but I had 2 cell phones. Now I had just got a new iPhone. It was my first time getting an iPhone. I was so happy. And so I had set both my cell phones on my lap. And so he's just talking shit all the way across the street as he's taking me to my car. And I'm just sitting there quiet because you don't have to threaten me ever more than once in life for me to know that you not my cup of tea. I ain't gonna bother you. Like, I'm not the girl that's just gonna see how far you gonna take it. So now I really don't have nothing else to say to him. Just go ahead and get me and my girl to my car, if you don't mind, good sir. When he finally gets across the street to the lot where my car is, you know, Felicia getting out, trying her best to gather herself. And so I jump up and I just leave his door open and walk to my car. And I kind of leave it open, like, fling it open, like, F you, nigga, you know, just walking to my car, just feeling feisty now that I feel like I'm back in the safe zone. And I'm walking over to my car. And so he like, you ain't gonna close my door? So I'm like, nigga, fuck you and your door. And so I get in my car, Felicia get in the car, and I start patting myself. And I look at my purse, and I'm like, oh shit. Mind you, I only put Felicia's stuff in my purse. Well, I only put her cell phone in my purse. And my phones was sitting in my lap in his car. So it's clicking in my brain that I left both my cell phones on this man's front seat. So I'm trying to hurry up and jump out the car. Of course, by now he's long gone. And he knew my phones was on his front seat because when I got out his car and left his door open, his cousin got out from the back seat and got in the front seat where I was just sitting. And I did remember kind of looking back and seeing his cousin looking at me. And I felt like he was gesturing his cousin like, hurry up, come on. So he could keep my cell phones. And mind you, I only met him essentially walking out the club. We never had time to exchange any information because we went straight to the gas station and all the BS happened. So I don't know this man's phone number. I don't know anything. I'm calling both my cell phones back to back from Felicia's phone. I'm just calling my cell phones. And of course, eventually he turns them both off. I get home. I'm on the computer I hadn't set up Find My iPhone yet because I had just got that phone. So it was nothing I could do. I was 22 years old and devastated. I'm talking about heartbroken. I just cried. It's like 4 a.m. I'm just sitting at my computer, just crying. So at the time, I was waitressing at this place called 300 Atlanta. It was a bowling alley with a restaurant and full bar inside. So I'm at work probably, I'll say 3 nights after the incident. And of course, I've had to get a new cell phone and just accept what I did to myself. I put myself in that position. I just had to accept it and move on. So I'm at work, just, going on about my business. And I look towards the front door. And here comes this man from the other night walking in. And like I said, I did not know this man from nowhere. I had never seen this man before that night at the Blue Flame. I'm usually terrible with remembering people's faces. But when he walked through that door, I was like, oh my God. And it was pure coincidental. He wasn't stalking me or nothing like that. This man was with his company. He was on a company event, and they came to my job to celebrate whatever it was going on. And he looked like he saw a ghost when he walked in and saw me. And I'm just looking like, I know you motherfucking lying. So I went straight to him. I'm like, where are my cell phones? You got both my cell phones. Where my phones at? I don't got your phones. I don't got your phone. Yes, you do. You got my phones. I left them in your car. Where are they? What type of weirdo ass loser are you? I was not used to men being this weird. Like I said, I was a freshly barely 22 years old. So I didn't know how weird dudes got back then. So I'm just thinking like, ain't no way you just robbed a lady. Like, yeah, we had a little bad vibe, but damn, you gonna steal from me like this? Like, come on, who raised you niggas? Like, really? So he just going on and on. I ain't take your phones yet. You ain't leave no phone. Your homegirl was sick. She threw up in my car. I should charge you for having to go get my car cleaned. I had to get my whole car detailed, and they ain't find no cell phones. I don't have your phone.
I feel like this. You knew you wasn't crazy. Like, you knew you wasn't crazy. You knew you left your phones in the car. I mean, if you was going to approach him, I would have called the police to see could I press charges. But by it being some days later, like, you probably couldn't. And he kept saying that he didn't. So I would have walked away right in there. But if you was going to approach him, you definitely did it the right way in public where people were at. But after he said he didn't have it, I would have just left it alone because he was not going to admit to that. And he was playing in your face, all the above. Like, he was literally playing in your face. They got them, him and his friends got that phone.
The man was just adamant, guys. He swore he just never saw those cell phones, and he didn't have those cell phones. And then he had the audacity, the gumption to look me up and down and say, you crazy as hell, but you fine though. Like, we could work something out. Work something out, you junky ass bitch. We would never work anything out. I got half the mind to press charges on you right now. But they're going to look at me like, well, why'd you get your ass in the car with them? So, with that being said, child, don't be hopping up in nobody's cars. Like, please drive your own car.
Yeah, I think that this is definitely a lesson learned. And of course, at 22, a little younger, like, getting on a dating scene and the club scene and all that, you live and you learn a lot. Definitely, you should have always drove your car and paid VIP or even walk back to your car, because it's definitely not safe just jumping in people's cars. Like, that man could have took off. Him and his friend could have took off with y'all once y'all got in that car. Then your friend's sick at the same time. I'm happy that you learned, but then, like, girl, that was very, very risky. And then in the restaurant, for him to keep saying, oh, I don't got your phone. He had your phone and you wasn't going crazy. You definitely left that phone in his car. His friend knew, he knew. And that's why he hurried up and drove off without kept going back and forth with you. Y'all, when I say, like, be careful out here. And I'm glad she told her story, because people are still growing up. It's still 20-year-olds, 19 years old, 22 years old out there that's learning and out on the dating scene and, the club scenes and stuff, that needs to know this type of stuff so they'll know what not to do. Drop down in the comment section what you think about this story. Don't forget to like, comment, and definitely subscribe to this channel if you are new here. If you are returning, I already told you in the beginning, thank you. I really appreciate you guys. And also share, comment, and all of those things too. You guys, I hope you all have a blessed day. Peace.